Kia ora, my name is Marcus Hughes and I am the team leader of the Year 5 and 6 team, the Weka team from Automotai Primary, and I declare that this assignment is my own work.
Hi, I'm Annabelle Yeoman and I declare that this assignment is my own work.
Hi, I'm Kendall Reeve and I declare that this assignment is my own work.
We know collaboration between whānau and school is of the utmost importance. Our goal is to use Seesaw effectively to promote a higher level of communication and collaboration between home and school and home and students. This diagram highlights the partnership between the students and teacher, parents, family and whānau.
The importance of effectively engaging with parents, whānau and the community is widely recognised. However, there are often significant challenges in achieving this. This means that schools and teachers in particular often need to find creative and flexible approaches to engaging with them if they are to effect change.
What is Seesaw? Seesaw is a digital portfolio that is student-driven, where they place work from various curriculum areas so parents can access their child's work in real time. Students can upload photos, videos, drawings. Seesaw is perfect for those parents with busy schedules who struggle to get into the classroom. This encourages those parents to be actively involved in the learning process.
Why we chose this goal? Our goal of enhancing home-school digital collaboration and communication using Seesaw for writing was based on it links to our Automotai Primary strategic plan. We've had professional development in teaching writing and student agency. It will help develop key competencies and 21st century skills in our ākonga. We want to create consistency across our Year 5 and 6 Weka team. And finally, we want to encourage stronger relationships between family, school and whānau.
This diagram represents a positive relationship between home, school and the learner. The teacher and whānau need to work together and collaborate to get the best outcomes for the students. Our motto is work together, learn together, mahi tahi, ako tahi.
These are our own views that we have critically reflected on.
Together, we wanted to start our action plan for our innovation that we will talk about soon. With getting some feedback from our main stakeholders, we came up with a Google Form survey that we issued to our other teachers in our syndicate, our students and families. These were the questions asked.
Firstly, these are our teachers' responses to our survey. Over 3/4 of our families are signed up to Seesaw. 100% of the teachers say that some parents comment on their students' writing. Most students have freedom to post their writing on Seesaw. All teachers agree that parent feedback and feed forward is important, whether it be written or verbal. It is the discussions that take place between the child and the parent that are important. All teachers strongly agree that consistency is needed across the team of how students share their writing with home.
Here are the parents' responses to our survey. 90% of the parents enjoy viewing their children's writing. Over 90% of parents view their children's writing with them. All parents discuss the writing with them at some point. Most parents said that they don't find it difficult to give feedback and feed forward. However, most parents have answered that they need assistance from teachers to give their children effective feedback and feed forward.
Here are the students' responses to our survey. Most students enjoy using Seesaw. Over half the students discuss their writing with their family. Over half the students say their parents comment on their writing. Nearly 60% of the students like it when their parents comment on their work. Over half of the students think it would be helpful if their parents gave them written feedback or feed forward.
Here is a Year 6 student in our syndicate who can clearly articulate and understand communication and collaboration and explain it to his parents using Seesaw.
Do you look at your writing on Seesaw with your parents?
Yes, I do.
Do you think your writing would improve if your parents gave you feedback like your teachers do?
Yes.
Why is that?
Because sometimes it's easier understanding your parents than the teachers.
Ooh. Do you think it is important to discuss your writing after your parents have seen your work on Seesaw?
Yes, because then they understand what you're writing about, what your goals were, and all that.
How do you think you know that you have a successful piece of writing?
When you've ticked off all your success criteria.
If you have achieved everything on success criteria, what do you think you need to do next?
Go back to the back or the front of your book and check your goals.
As a school, we have identified 8 goals to focus on for 2019. The 3 goals listed below directly relate to homeschool digital collaboration and communication.
Our first key competency is thinking. As the New Zealand curriculum states, we want our children to be using creative, critical and metacognitive processes to make sense of information, experiences and ideas. We also want them to reflect on their own learning, draw on personal knowledge and intuitions, and ask questions about their learning. The second key competency is participating and contributing. It is important to have family and school collaboration using Seesaw, which can be drawn together for the purposes of celebrating learning. Students who participate in new communities have the confidence to participate in new contexts.
Jones, 2015, highlights the fact that many teachers today have the potential to harness the collaboration with technology with learning, highlighting the progress that creates and encourages true collaboration. Jacobson Lindenberg, 2016, talks about how communication is one of the most important 21st century skills. Without communication, it is difficult to achieve the skills of critical thinking, problem solving, stress management, and risk taking. Communication also helps form relationships.
We needed to decide what digital platform would best suit our needs for our students and parents. After researching different digital and collaborative innovations, we have selected 3 to compare and contrast. Most teachers this year have used all 3 platforms for sharing and communicating with parents. We didn't want to bombard our teachers and parents with any new applications.
We have identified a variety of digital and collaborative learning innovations that could potentially improve our identified home and school communication and writing. Unlike Class Dojo and Google Docs, Seesaw is the best option that works for the Weka Syndicate. This is important because students are able to video their posts and articulate their learning orally.
Weka Syndicate has 6 classrooms. In 2019, we have 3 new teachers joining the syndicate. 2 of these teachers have never used Seesaw before. For this innovation to work, there not only has to be consistency in the classrooms, but consistency across the whole team. We also need to be on the same page, which will provide a seamless transition for students moving classrooms and for parents who will be viewing students' work.
The action plan. The first part of our action plan involves making sure every student has a writing goal sheet glued into the front of their books. This will inform the teacher's planning of writing, and students will be able to identify their next steps. We intend to send the goal sheet out on Seesaw to parents at the beginning of the year so they know what is expected in advance.
Teachers will collaborate and write exemplars together that relate to the students' writing goals. Students will then be able to annotate what the teachers have written and identify what aspects of the teacher's writing made it successful.
From this, the class will collaboratively form a success criteria. The success criteria will be checked by themselves and appear during the crafting of the writing and at the end of the writing.
The next stage in the action plan is for students to plan their own work using graphic organisers and applications such as Coggle.
During the next stage of our action plan, students draft their writing using their plan and recraft their work, checking it against the co-constructed success criteria.
After the individual and the peer has checked the success criteria, the students will receive feedback and feed forward from the teacher. Effective feedback and feed forward given by the teacher and peers has to link to the success criteria and should inform next steps and encourage reflection. The stamp in our picture is what we have been using for the last term for feedback and feed forward. It highlights 2 badges which are positives and the backpack which symbolises the mission, or feed forward for next steps. These will relate to either the success criteria or to the goal sheet.
During each stage of the writing process, the students will seesaw and explain their learning to those at home. This will encourage communication and collaboration, showcasing the process they are undertaking and the progress that they are making in their writing in real time.
67% of parents identified that they need assistance giving effective feedback and feed forward to their children. Collaboratively, the 2019 WECA teachers will create a helpful rubrics to give to parents and to encourage either oral or written feedback and feed forward.
The final stage of our action plan will see children sharing feedback and feed forward that they have received with partners, small groups, and the whole class. Teachers will need to set aside time for this to ensure that the feedback and feed forward given from both home and school is purposeful and meaningful.
And finally, here is our APA referencing.